Hi, my Capricorn friends. Thank you for joining me for the November 2024 astrology forecast. And welcome. This month is going to be a very powerful month. There are a lot of things going on in the sky, and especially that have to do with transformation. This is going to be a Western tropical astrology reading using whole sign houses. And it's best if a Capricorn is your rising sign. Now, if it's your sun sign, it can work too, but it's not going to be as accurate as it would be if you're using your rising sign. So, the month starts out with a new moon on November 1st in Scorpio. And at the same time, the ruler of Scorpio, Pluto, will oppose Mars. And this could cause, a lot of intense energy around arguments, aggression, frustration, and things like that. And at the same time, Mercury is going to trine Mars in Cancer, and it will sextile Pluto. Now, this can bring in, some good energy around communication that might help that Mars-Pluto opposition a little bit for this round. Now, the Mars-Pluto opposition is going to be repeating itself until April. So we're really not going to get completely out of the energy of the Mars-Pluto opposition until then. It will be less intense at times during that, but in January and in April, it's going to come into exact opposition again because Mars is retrograding. The first time this time that we have that Mars-Pluto opposition is going to be in Capricorn. This will be the only time that the Mars-Pluto opposition is in Capricorn and Cancer. And then the next two times that we have this Pluto-Mars opposition, Pluto will be in Aquarius and Mars will be in Leo. So that's going to change the energy a little bit for the other Mars-Pluto oppositions, but it's still going to be intense every time that we have it. And like I say, we're not really going to get completely out of that Mars-Pluto opposition until after April. So that's the difficult news, but the good thing about the Mars-Pluto opposition is, yeah, it might feel uncomfortable while we're going through it, but it is there to help you transform what you need to transform in your life, what is not working for you anymore. So it's important to really look at what you need to let go of, so that you can, that's the first step for transformation, is letting go of something, because nothing changes if everything stays the same. So that's something to think about. Anyway, then also on the 1st, Jupiter will sextile Chiron. And that can, help to heal wounds around your home and your family and your roots. And sometimes the best way to heal, well, usually with Chiron, the best way to heal that wound or insecurity is to help other people that have the same insecurities as you do. And that can help you heal as well. Then on November 2nd, Mercury will go into Sagittarius. And spirituality might become a focus for you, or you might really pay attention to your dreams, or you might be kind of in a state where you'd rather dream rather than deal with the real world. So it can be a time when you spend a little more time alone. But it is important not to, go into escapism and to try to deal with what comes up at this time. Then Venus in Sagittarius will trine Chiron in Aries on November 5th. And at the same time, Venus will oppose Jupiter in Gemini. Oh, now this probably is going to feel like one of the best days of the year. And this is going to affect you, especially around your family, your roots. And you could just feel really optimistic and hopeful at this time. So enjoy November 5th. And then Venus will square Neptune on November 9th. And that could make things a little unclear or foggy, or there might be things that are hidden from you regarding spirituality and things that you don't have control of. And then Venus will go into Capricorn on November 11th. And that can help you. Since Capricorn is your first house, that can make you more attractive. It can also make you want to change something in how you look or how you dress. And it probably is a really good time to do that as well. And then then on November 12th, Mercury will square Saturn. And that could, cause some kind of slowdowns or blockages when it comes to spirituality or communicating around these issues. There might be some blockages there. And on November 14th, Venus will square the North Node in Aries, and Mars will trine the North Node also in Aries. And so it's important for you at this time to really try to be yourself and not just do things because other people think you should. Try to really go your own path at this point. This can help you kind of go down that path of doing what you want to do with your life. Then the Taurus full moon on November 19th or 15th, I mean, it is conjunct Uranus. So usually a Taurus full moon is grounding and supportive, but because this one is conjunct Uranus, there could be real surprises coming in, unexpected changes. And for you, it's going to be around your children, creativity, or love relationships. Then on the 18th, the sun will trine Neptune. So that's going to, bring things out into the open, where in your third house. So that would be around neighbors and transportation, siblings. And then and friends might come in on this too, because the sun is in the 11th house of friendships and networks and groups of like-minded people. Then on the 18th, Mercury will trine Chiron. That can help us heal issues around family and, especially using communication. November 19th, Pluto will go back into Aquarius, and it will stay in Aquarius for the next 20 years. It's been going back and forth between Capricorn and Aquarius. So, we have had a little taste of Pluto in Aquarius. So you probably felt that earlier this year in the spring and early summer. And you're going to be feeling it for the next 20 years now. So, but hopefully you have a little understanding of what that feels like. So Pluto is going to, go from your house of finances and how you earn your money, or actually it will go into the house. It'll go from your first house, Capricorn, to the house of finances, and how you earn money. on the 19th. And so this is kind of the last time to deal with anything that needs to be transformed around your physical body or your self-image. And then after the 19th, you'll be dealing with transformation around finances. And then on November 21st, the sun will sextile Pluto. And that could bring hidden things out into the open around finances. So there might be something that you don't see there, and the sun will kind of shine a light on that. Will bring a focus to it. And then on the same day, Venus will sextile Saturn. And so that can help stabilize things in your life, especially around relationships. But a sextile is not like a freebie. You do have to do something to initiate it. And then Mercury will go retrograde in Sagittarius on November 25th until December 15th. It's going to start pre-shadow on November 9th, which means that when Mercury is finished retrograding on December 15th, it will be at the same place that it was November 9th. So it's gonna, when it retrogrades and appears to be going backwards for us, it's going to back up from November 25th to the 9th and go over that spot 3 times, basically, between November 25th and the November 9th. And so we're probably just gonna have to maybe redo things or rethink things or adjust things that we had worked on at that time from November 9th on. And especially around spirituality and maybe things that we can't control, or a psyche in some way. So that's all that I had for this month for Capricorn. And please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And you can visit my website at logicalastrology.com to get more information. I have weekly readings and monthly readings that are free there. And I have a lot of other information, and you can book a personal reading with me. And that way, a personal reading is much more accurate, because some of these things that are happening this month you might not really feel because they're not really affecting directly anything in your birth chart. But if I look at your chart specifically, there's a lot more information I can get, and I can be a lot more specific. So check that out when you get a chance. And I think it'll be worth your time. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next month.